So I wanted to do a video today about something I see a lot of beginner salespeople struggle with, and something I struggled with for a long time. And the reason is most people training in sales offices don't teach this, and that it's taking control of the sales conversation using questions. Now, the reason people struggle with this is they think a question has to have a yes or no answer, and it's about the answer that your prospect gives you, when it's more or less about the emotional response that you get out of them. So what kind of emotional response are you looking for from your prospects? Well, you want them to think you're an intelligent person, you want to make them feel intelligent, and they need to be sold on the idea that you're just worth listening to, that you're not some sort of basically a salesperson. You need to come across as an informer and somebody who actually makes them feel good about themselves. People enjoy buying, they hate being sold to. Now, you can do this with some really, really easy statements that you make before asking your quote-unquote question. So, let's say I was trying to sell somebody double glazing for home efficiency. I knock on their door, they answer. I could say, did you know that most houses aren't optimally energy efficient and people are losing money? They'll probably say yes. That is a boring question with no interaction at all, no emotional response. Hey, did you know if you don't have double glazing, your house isn't that energy efficient and you'll lose some money each year? Yeah? That's boring. You need to get the interaction out of your prospects. And the way you can do that with a very simple statement such as that is to say, as you can imagine, just beforehand, as you can imagine, they'll generally lean forward and listen a little bit more. As you can imagine, if you don't have double glazing, your home won't be as energy efficient and you'll lose money each year. They go, yeah, that makes sense. So you see, it's gone from a yes-no answer to a I assume you know this, and they're going to then realise, well, if you ask a ridiculously obvious question, a question where everyone should know the answer, you yourself come across as stupid. It won't translate that you're actually making sure that they know. They will just think this person is stupid. Simple as that. The next one is to come across as an informer. You can say, well, what a lot of people don't know just before your question. So I've knocked on the door. Yeah, I'm here for blah blah blah. I'm sure, as you can imagine, if you don't have double glazing, then your home won't be as energy efficient and you'll lose money each year. Yeah. Okay. Well, what a lot of people don't know, I'm just going to make something up here, the average house loses £2,000 every year from not having double glazing, which is crazy. What I've done with that question, because I could have said, well, did you know every house loses £2,000 a year? Again, yes, no, it's boring. What a lot of people don't know is their interest is immediately going to go up, and they're thinking, well, what don't a lot of people know? And I know it sounds really stupid. I know this sounds stupid. This is how people think. So, well, most people don't realise, and what a lot of people don't know is, and they listen more intently. And you have just broken the barrier of being a salesperson and being an informer who is there to help them. And using statements at the end of your question, such as, which is crazy, right? That's a really, really good way to get even more agreement out of them and build more rapport. Um, something else beginner salespeople really struggle with. They try to force rapport rather than just seeing if it comes naturally. Like if I say, look, here for energy efficiency, as you can imagine, if you don't have double glazing, your home won't be that energy efficient, you'll lose money each year. Yeah, okay. Well, what most people don't realise is they're actually losing about £2,000 every year, which is crazy. Right? So, some people knock on their door, you say that they're going to have a reaction that just automatically builds rapport. Other people won't, and that's fine. You don't necessarily have to have this sort of like brotherly connection to sell to somebody. I've sold to people before. I remember this guy, I knocked on his door, sold him, signed him up, and I was like, this is a nice house. He's like, yeah. Like, how long you lived here? He's like, 10 years. Oh, cool. 5 painstaking minutes of silence later. So what do you do? He's like, an accountant. Oh, you work for big clients? He's like, yep. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to get this sign up done and just get out of it. As soon as I left, he said, thanks. Yeah, some people are just like that. Some people are quite dry. They don't necessarily have personalities that you're going to have a lot of outward rapport with. But as long as you can come across as more or less of an informer, then you're likely to sell to them. And a lot of the time, these people cut you short and just go, what is it? So, but onto my point with beginner salespeople building rapport is they don't pause enough and just absorb what's going on. So one of the easiest ways to build rapport is with observational statements. Observation, when you observe something and you comment on it. So it's funny actually, I remember somebody training me in door to door. We knocked on this door and this woman just looked at her like, get out. she didn't want us there. And she had a dog in her hands, the woman at the door, and the person training me just goes, does she know Millie down the road or whatever it was? Yeah, she does. Her face just lit up, just like, because people care about their dogs, obviously. But from that, she's just invoked an emotional response. She's just, without actually saying it, said to the lady, look, people in the neighbourhood have talked to me, I'm worth listening to. I'm not some social recluse. I'm easy to talk to. And yeah, it's, even like with people's icebreakers are always the same. Oh, it's, nothing crazy, or, I'm here for whatever you're doing. So somebody answers the door and they're smiling. That's the biggest smile I've seen today. It sounds stupid, but the second somebody sees you, they know you're a salesperson. You have to come across as something completely different. Like if I was trying to sell somebody, I don't know, gas or electricity, I'm talking to them and midway through my pitch, a bird flies into their window. A beginner is going to be like, everything okay? And then they go, yeah, everything's okay. They're just going to carry on with their pitch like a robot. What I do is I go, bird flies into the window and say, damn, if they'd broken that, I could have sold you double glazing as well. It sounds so stupid. It's these kind of things that work. So, yeah, just recap, just make statements, come across as an informer, make them think you're intelligent, make them feel intelligent, and just listen, take your time, and just comment on anything you observe. Okay?